Saiyan day, Saiyan day, Saiyan day. You guys already know what time it is. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at AGL Bardock. Shout out to my dog, Death Slayer. So, AGL Bardock, man, there's not a lot to talk about with him. The fact that he did come out in 2020 alongside... Oh, hold on, let me let this play. He's serious. He is serious. The fact that he did come out alongside Tech Raditz. Tech Raditz was so good for Extreme Super Battle, and he still is. He's an absolute monster in there. So, when AGL Bardock does come out, it ushers in a new meta, that being the Extreme Super Battle meta, and I think that them releasing Bardock for the Legendary Goku event is fine, and then releasing Tech Raditz for Extreme Super Battle is completely good. So, I think that is pretty self-explanatory that Bardock works extremely well inside the Legendary Goku event because this guy stacks defense, and when he does transform at the end of the fight, when you go up against UI Goku, this guy is going to hit a very nice attack stat. Because for starters, this guy does change his super attack effect to 30% attack defense one turn. He gains more attack at the start of turn and lower defense, but it's pretty okay because this guy already stacked up his defense enough. This guy then gains 3 key, 18% chance to crit, and a 18% chance to dodge with 18% damage reduction for 5 turns to start a turn. So he technically does have crit chance, he has dodge chance, and he has damage reduction. But of course, dodge is canceled at the end of UI Goku's phase for the Legendary Goku event, so obviously the dodge chance not come to play. But he does still have that damage reduction and crit chance to fall back on. So something I do want to mention is technically Bardock is doing everything when he transforms because he does have crit chance and dodge chance inside of his passive for the first 5 turns after he transforms. But he's also an AGL unit, so he has additional super attack chance built into his passive because he does have that free 5 additional. So this guy has additional built into him from his potential system because he's a AGL unit. He has crit chance and dodge chance built into him for the first 5 turns too, so he's doing everything in the potential system, which is something I wanted to go ahead and point out. So Bardock for the Legendary Goku event was obviously an absolute killer because he stacked defense, transformed, and basically nuked in UI Goku. Now, how does this guy look in today's meta? Come on, guys. You guys already know this guy's obviously not going to go ahead and work in today's meta. He's getting folded inside out. You know what was crazy is that when I was looking at the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone, if Bardock was to get an EZA, do you guys know how crazy AGL Bardock would be with the EZA inside the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone? Oh my god. Because if you go ahead and take a look at what he's doing inside his post-transformation, but something I want to point out is the fact that he's effective against all types inside his pre-transformation, and he could transform turn 1 against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. So he could transform turn 1 post-EZA, we're going to assume, against a Wicked Bloodline enemy. He's effective against all types in pre-transformation against everyone inside of the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone. This guy would do so crazy in there because against the extreme class enemies he's effective against all types, and against specifically Wicked Bloodline enemies he has guaranteed crits. Bro, guaranteed crits against the entire Wicked Bloodline Red Zone. What? You know how much of a just god this guy would be inside of the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone with the EZA? This guy would be a dangerous man. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek at how many 200 leader skills this guy's on. Okay, so AGL Bardock is on a decent amount of 200% leader skills. He's on the new God Goku 200 leader skill to Exploding Rage and Pure Saiyans. He's on Hearts' 200 leader skill because Bardock is crossover. So he's on Time Traveler / Crossover's 200% leader skill. He's also on Bardock's 200% leader skill, obviously because he's Goku's family, storied figures, and Pure Saiyans, as well as him being on Birdku's 200% leader skill to Powerful Comeback. So what is good about AGL Bardock is the fact that this guy was working particularly well inside the Legendary Goku event. Although Legendary Goku event was not the toughest content in the game anymore, and it was now Extreme Super Battle, this guy was still working particularly well inside of that mode anyways, because he stacked defense and started out with an attack defensive buff, which is clearly good. And when he does transform on the transformation condition, which is a very, very easy transformation condition for it being turn 4 or going against a Wicked Bloodline on the start of turn, I think that this is honestly really good, that he can transform immediately if there's a Wicked Bloodline enemy. And I'm telling you guys, when this guy gets an EZA, the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone is in trouble. And in his post-transformation, it is okay that this guy does technically lose defense because he's already stacking up his defense to recover that lost defense anyways. He does become effective against all types when you go up against an extreme class character. He starts out with his own key, dodge chance, crit chance and damage reduction for the first 5 turns to start a turn, and he does do a guaranteed additional attack that has a 50% chance to come a super attack, and he guaranteed crits against Wicked Bloodline enemy. When this guy gets an EZA, I cannot wait for this man to get an EZA, because Wicked Bloodline Red Zone is going to get folded into halves. Now, what is bad about this guy is that this guy is not going to be too impressive inside Extreme Super Bad Road, because on that day for the first 10 stages, I think that this guy for versus Extreme STR, there's only like 1 or 2 fights we go up against a Wicked Bloodline category enemy, and that is not enough for this guy to be impressive in there. Sure, can he get the job done? Yes, but his defense is not going to be high whatsoever, and that damage reduction will not save you at all. Now, what I do think is bad about him is particularly the fact that this guy does not have enough, but it's okay because he was built specifically for the Legendary Goku event, and his banner unit at the time of his guy's release, being Tech Raditz, was an absolute god inside Extreme Super Bad Road, while this guy was an absolute god inside the Legendary Goku event. Particularly, I think that's really about it. AGL Bardock, man. Hey, a Saiyan Day unit on Saiyan Day. Happy Saiyan Day, guys. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I love you all. Peace.